Hi YouTube, it's been a second. I have yet another pack of goodies to crack open. This is support for mostly my insect deck. I say my insect deck as there's no deck as of yet, because I need these in the mail. Plus I would like it to get some other cards for the deck that Goat Cards does not currently have, nor can I find them anywhere else really. Very sought after staples. They are, I'm talking about, did I just, no, I didn't dox anything. I'm just gonna, yeah. So the staples are like Shikamaru's Decision, Substitute, stuff like that. I am unfortunately gonna have to proxy them, most likely. I am thoroughly confused because, oh man, this is bad news. Well, I had 2 orders on the way from Goat Cards, and this was the one I was not expecting this one. That is crazy. What? They sent it like a week ago. What? Where's the other one? Oh man. Well, to not ruin the video, of course, I'll still open this, but yeah. It's still, much of it is insect support still, but they're just kind of a different variant to the insect deck. Alright. This is extremely unfortunate because these cards, these letters are not tracked, so kind of panicking right now. Like, where the fuck is the other one? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is not good. The post office over here is ass. Absolute garbage. Actually had a tracked letter also coming from a guy in Poland that they marked as delivered literally yesterday. And guess what? It was not delivered. This is the first time this has happened to me. Actual tracked letter. I don't know what's wrong with them, but yeah. Spoiling a bit. Here's so talking about this order, actually let me give some context. I ordered 2 in a row instead because I actually got second place at a server tournament. So I got credit on Goat Cards because Goat Cards sponsored the event. Wait. Yeah. So yeah, they sponsored the event, and I got store credit. So I was like, hell yeah. Let me go get some more nice staples I'm gonna need. So half of what's in here was already pre-planned, half is say half, but it's not half. Anyway, let's start off. We'll leave the juicy ones for later. Start off with this one. These ones. Wavy Foil, Power of Youth. So this card is actually unrelated to insects. This is gonna be for a water earth deck that I got the idea for from playing a block tournament. Because for the cards available for the block tournament, actually, it seems like it makes a pretty viable deck for unlimited format. Essentially, you play a solid game for you just run good cards. It's a good cards.deck until turn 4. And then on turn 4, you play Danzo, that sends your hand back which is going to synergize with the Hinata on turn 2. It's mostly an Earth Water deck, but it has the Danzo that's fire. And so on turn 4 you do that, and then of course you will be running Inos, the playful Ino, so that your opponent can only play 1 ninja per turn, slows down the game in case you're facing spam, but also more importantly, come turn 4 or 5, ideally turn 5, you will have played a turn 4, then on turn 5 you play your turn 5, or another turn 4, and you will have Ino and Inoichi platoon, and you just platoon over the Ino. So of course the first thing you'll do is platoon over the Ino on turn 5, because well, the Ino only lets you put 1 ninja per play in 1 ninja per turn in play, so of course you start by platooning her and then you play your turn 5 guy. So you have these 3 guys, turn 4, previous turn, turn 5, and the platoon, who's also turn 5, that cannot be blocked probably, thanks to this mission. If you only have ninjas with an entrance cost of 3 or less, you can send out more than 3 teams. Oh, I am so sorry, this is... I've been explaining the wrong deck. Well, yeah. All I've just said is in regards to also an Earth mission called Attack from the Blind Spot, if I'm not mistaken. This is absolutely... So dismiss everything I've said. Power of the Youth. Maybe I should read the cards first. Anyway, on turn 3, permanent 2 turns. If you only have ninjas with an interest cost of 3 or less, you can send out more than 3 teams to attack. So the point of this, I will leave this here, is to attack with... it's either Chakra Blade or Flying Swallow. I confused them because they both have Asuma on the picture, on the card. But it's a jutsu that gives +3 attack power to every head ninja that you're attacking with. So the point of this variant to the insects deck with Earth is actually... let me see. Yeah. I don't know if I have much more here related to that. Probably not, other than the Inkfish. Yeah, I don't think so. So it's just gonna be... You spam the board as much as possible with insects, and you mix in a bit of earth and a bit of lightning. So of course, Inkfish, it's gonna be a must. And I don't know what other missions to put in, but yeah, I'll need earth to pay hand cost for this, and it's just about spamming the board. I don't know if this is viable at all or not, but yeah. I needed to get the Inkfish anyway. So you spam the board and then you attack with like 100 teams, right? And then you play Chakra Blade, let's assume it's Chakra Blade. And hopefully you've been pushing, you know. You attack with multiple ninjas, you get a battle reward here, 2 battle rewards there, because you put insects and Inkfish and you attack with 3 on the opponent's first turns. And hopefully by turn 3 or 4, you will have enough ninjas such that you play a Chakra Blade and you collect like 6 battle rewards or more just from the amount of ninjas you have on the board over, more than your opponent. And if you have 2 Chakra Blades, that's ideal, but it's probably not going to be very good. Anyway, Sakura Haruno, during the exchange of jutsu, you can exchange all the cards in your hand with the same amount of cards from the top of your deck. This is just a staple to have for Wind. She has mental power 3 on turn 0. This is obviously a very well-known card. It's been reprinted about 100 times. I don't think it's going to fit in any of my current decks, but just in case. So, I only had 2 8 trigrams air palms. Byakugan, this is the last copy. Byakugan, interest cost 4 or more. 1 ninja on the battlefield. Move the target to its owner's hand. Expert, Neji. Move the target to the top of its owner's deck instead and draw a card. So, yeah. This is for my Earth deck that discards hand. I have Nejis in there. The Neji Naruto platoon draws 2, it's pretty good. This is just another staple like Sakura, Dreams of the Past. I don't have a deck for this as of yet, but yeah. When this mission is put in play, draw a card. When you flip a coin, you can ignore the result and flip it again. This effect can be used twice per turn. And on the same token, I got this guy, who's pretty nice to have. He's Jonin, turn 4, if nothing else. Yeah, that's an Earth Jonin, turn 4 with ambush. Attacker mission, pay 2 of anything, flip a coin. If the result is heads, give 1 damage to one of your opponent's ninjas, otherwise your opponent gives 1 damage to one of your ninjas. So yeah, this is, I don't think I would make, so Sasuke, Eyes of the Serpent, I should just go read the damn effect. Every video I make, I'm like, what's the name of the effect? I don't know, maybe go read it, am I right? I already have a water fire deck, which probably has much more synergy than a earth water deck that would try to snipe ninjas of my opponent during mission phase, as you know, like just so I guarantee to win exchange of jutsus beforehand. It's pretty nice, but just the fire water probably combos much better than earth water. I don't think I've been making an earth water deck. And the question of, does this fit in the deck? Oh, I got 2 of it. Forgot about that. Does this fit in the fire water deck? Being an earth with no hand cost is tough. I already have like Garrett Temari there. When you're running a dual element deck, it's a struggle for consistency as it is. I don't know if I can fit in yet another of element. I just have Hidan doing the job. This can be 2 of anything, but I need to flip a coin. So that's just, it requires assistance like this, like Dreams of the Past, or it's gonna turn out poorly. A Master's Death, on turn 4 you draw 3 cards. Pretty straightforward. This can go, this will actually be the bug support generic. An honest discussion. On turn 1, you pay 1 of anything. Both players reveal their hand. The player who reveals the ninja card with the highest entrance cost draws 2 cards. If players are tied, both players draw 1 card. So, yeah, I don't know what it is. So this is kind of a meme, but not really. With how often I have a huge entrance cost ninja in my hand, despite only playing fucking 2 turn 6 and 2 turn 5. I don't think this is a meme. I think especially running Tamaris on the deck, like the water fire deck I was just talking about. On turn 1, you're already drawing 2 cards. Hopefully this is pretty good. I could get bit in the ass that, for whatever reason I draw into this mission, right? And it's the first mission I need to actually play to get the hand going, get the next missions. But not have a high interest cost ninja. But I don't know, I'm willing to try it out. Because I despise clouds. It's absolute piece of shit mission. It's broken, but at the same time, it is tilt-inducing when you just have a decent hand and you do clouds for value, and it gives you like 5 entrance cost 0 ninjas on your turn 4, and you're just left there without any jutsus, any missions. Your opponent's deploying big guys, and you're kind of just cooked. So gathering herbs, again, a turn 1 mission, draw a card. Then your opponent can draw 1 card. If they do, draw 1 card. So, like this, it's kind of a meme, but on turn 1, you can draw up to 2 cards. I legit don't know what I would do if I was the opponent. So I'm also curious to see what my opponent's gonna choose to do. If they have a decent hand, I'm sure they'll play it safe, be like, nah, I don't want to draw. So that I only draw 1. But it's... I think I'm okay with this. If they choose to just let me have 1 card, yeah. I think some of the times they will let me, and also this could be just more for the, oops. This doesn't necessarily have to play in the regular insect deck. It could just be for the Power of Youth insect deck, so that I start building chakra. I'll play 3 Inkfish. This will be chakra. I pay the Inkfish effect with them. Even if my opponent only let me drew 1, I can make it the most out of it with Inkfish. If they let me draw 2, fantastic. Here's something I've never seen before. What's going on with this card? This is foil, and also has the, wow, I guess that's how they went for it on set 27. So Outcast, turn 3, Void Mission. Each player chooses a ninja they control, then each player simultaneously exchanges control of those ninjas. So this is for the insect deck. It's not like I saw it on any list, but I'm very curious to try this. It seems like a very huge tempo swing if it lands correctly. I have like, for example, I think it's gonna synergize very well with the rest of the deck I have. I have Ino, it's not kimono, but it's the one that steals a male entrance cost 0 to your board until end of turn. So what I can do, for example, even if my opponent does not have males, right? I'll play Outcast, and I will have a Gara Childhood, right? So if I'm on like turn 5, I play that Ino, and what's crazy about her is that it's when she's put in play and she has growth. So I can actually do this twice in a game at least. I can very well just put her down early for a tempo swing. I attack with my opponent's ninja and my ninjas, my insects and all of that. Cool beans. I will play 2 substitutes. Like I said, they'll have to be proxies. I will on turn 1 substitute whatever turn 1 to go find me Shion Awakened. A Shion Awakened will steal, for example, one of their lower entrance cost ninjas if they still are there, because I'll have insects playing Wind Pressure. So Shion will steal lower entrance cost ninja, and then I'll steal actually a big ninja, hopefully with Outcast. I'll swap it for Gara Childhood, right? And then I put in play Ino, takes back the Gara Childhood, which I would have to return. So I don't know if I said I would swap them with Outcast. I swap with Outcast their big ninja, because assuming they only have one. Or even if they have more than one, doesn't matter. Like I'll take one of their ninjas for nothing. It's pretty good. So I'll take one of their ninjas for my Gara Childhood, which would stay there permanently, because the Outcast is permanent. But then I put in play Ino, and I take that Gara back. And now, I would, if I'm on turn 5, I would just squad Gara Temari, for example. So just, if my opponent is playing an animal deck or a female deck, I can just still force them to have a male. I have many males. Thinking about it now, I should probably even have a Kiba Shino squad and run a Kiba or something, just to make sure I can, if I don't have Gara and Temari on the board, to make sure I can still send out some other male that I can take for the turn with Ino and then squad them. But I was really struggling to fit Kiva in there, so I could Kiva Shino squad. Yeah, this is just to finish a playset. Full Blossom, Cherry Blossom Clash, Sakura plus Chunin or higher rank, or Tsunade. One head ninja opposing the user, discard the target, then you may give 1 damage to 1 back ninja opposing the user. This could be interesting for... Actually, 3 wind is so expensive, I don't think I would want to mix any... The specific costs are it's so expensive of specific costs, so that I don't think I want to make any wind combo with deck with anything else. Just leave it there. This again, very good jutsu for my water fire deck. requires Jonin or higher rank. Target 1 ninja. Change the target to injured status. Additionally, flip a ninja blade coin X times. Give 1 damage for each head. So if I have Eyes of the Serpent, change the target to injured status is just old wording. So it's the same as saying injure the target. So that will trigger Eyes of the Serpent Sasuke. So for 1 water, I can snipe a ninja, which is fantastic. On turn 4 I have Hidan, and I have Kabuto, 8 Kabuto. And then on turn 5 I have Kakashi, and on turn 6 I have Itachi and the second Okage says joining or higher. So yeah, starting on turn 4 for 1 water I can snipe someone. That's not bad. I can snipe my ass. I can still snipe gambling with the coins, but starting on turn 5 when I have Sasuke in play. Then there's this Tayuya, which is, I don't know. She is dirt cheap, which means no one plays her, but she doesn't seem that bad to me. So on turn 2, she's a 1/3, attacker, mission phase. Pay 1 of anything. If you control another water ninja, no teams can perform a mental power battle during this turn. Then, if you control another earth ninja, exchange 1 card in your hand with one of your opponent's face down battle rewards. So this is pretty, it's pretty decent, and it sucks that it's only for your turn. It says attacker, mission phase. But I could still see it being very good. Like, at least your opponent has to face you. You know, they cannot just put down Flex Sheikah and stall for 3 turns. It's like, no, I'll pay 1 of anything, we're fighting. I think it's pretty solid. Even for Earth decks, there's like a Yamato that says, well, when he's on the battle rewards, you can... if you have a mission in your opponent's battle rewards, you can play it. There's a Zetsu that can be deployed from battle rewards if he's face up. Of course, I still need to have effects that turn things face up, but she seems pretty decent. I don't know. She does not have any mental power, but she turns off mental power when attacking. So I'm sold on that. Then we have, can just start with this Hinata. Pretty solid. When deployed, it fetches Hinata Hyuga. Show it to your opponent, shuffle your deck. So she's a turn 0, 1/1. I still prefer the Hanabi because I can have a Hinata. Oh, it's not awakened, or is it? Like played on turn 0, then on turn 2 I'll play Hanabi, fetch the other Hinata, growth, and I'm not, you know, if I went second, I don't have to send any cards to Chakra or anything, because if I play this one and I went second, something is going to have to go to Chakra. I'll have too many cards in hand. Anyway, Inkfish. So I have a regular one. I ordered these shiny ones. Sage's Legacy. It's a turn 1 non-unique animal. Attacker, mission phase, pay 3 of anything, put this ninja card into play from your hand. Valid when this ninja is put in play, draw 1 card. So, yeah. Absolutely one of the most played cards in Lightning because it's Cancer Broken. And speaking of Cancer Broken, we also have Naruto Clone. Look at that foil. If you can even see that. So when this ninja is put in play, you can search your deck for a clone status ninja card, reveal it, and move it to your hand. Everyone just goes to fetch a KNS most of the time. If not, if it's a Naruto deck, I guess they can also fetch that. But yeah. This is a 1/5/5/0 on turn 1 that fetches KNS. It has wind. It's pretty good. Pretty solid. this Itachi Uchiha, okay, this is for spice actually. On turn 5, he has Inherit, which means when he is either discarded or removed from play. I think it's probably removed from play, but I could be wrong. Valid attacker mission phase, pay 0. Discard 1 ninja you control, in that case draw 2 cards. So this is for the insect / fire deck I have in mind, because there's also a mission that is fire, that is basically loss for fire. It's on turn, except you discard one of your ninjas. So if you discard a token, you're not losing much, an insect token, and you draw 2 cards. It's like pretty solid. So I was thinking of making a powerful draw engine for fire, which like, oh, why not just run the Warhawk? Well, I don't have Warhawk and he's not for sale anywhere, so there's that. This is the second copy I have of this, and probably the last. I don't know if I would ever want to run 3. It is for the Earth deck that discards hand. Gentle Step, Twin Lion Fists, 3 Earth. Requirements: Hinata Hyuga plus Chunin. Target 1 ninja opposing the user. Effect: discard the target. In that case, your opponent reveals their hand. Discard all cards revealed this way with an entrance cost equal to the target. Jutsu cards are considered to be 0. So yeah, that about does it. I am panicking. I hope the post office have the other card, the other letter. Oh. So yeah, I have the regular insect deck. It's gonna run Outcast. I have the Rush insect deck. That is actually, let me swap these around. The insect Rush deck is gonna be half insects, half Power of Youth, Inkfishes, this thing. I have support for my Waterfire deck. I have support for my Earth hand discard deck. This is this for regular insects. This is for insect rush. This is a staple literally for any other deck. This is the only card I got that is support for the fire / insect deck. These are staples. This guy, he was just cheap. I was just trying to fit 35 cards into the order. Yeah. I would like to experiment with this. And yeah, I'll go to the post office today. Thank you for watching.